What up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. This is Weaponry Fitness. So, today I'm going to be going over my top 5 martial arts movies. And they all have one thing in common. They were all made between 2000 and 2010. So, that was a good decade for martial arts movie, I would say. By the way, there is no order in which I rate these. They're just 5 fire martial arts movies. The first one I want to mention is Azumi, which was released in 2003. So I would say this is by far the best Japanese movie when it comes to the katana. Because what I love about the action scenes is that the more skilled swordsmen they are, the quickly the fight ended. So the scenes weren't drawn out, especially with the one-on-one fight scene. So if one was more skilled than the other, it would end fairly quickly. So basically, orphans that become friends later on, trained into ruthless assassins, embarked on a mission to end war. But they were led by their master, basically the one that raised them, and they were trained to take out the warlords. Yeah, I'm not gonna. If you haven't watched it, go watch this movie. So the next one is another Japanese movie, Shinobi Heart Under Blade, released in 2005. So there's a lot of Shinobi movies, but this one really caught my attention. There were many Shinobi movies made, but I think this one had so much production value. The story was emotional, tragic, and beautiful at the same time. I like the fact that the female Shinobi or Kanuichi in the story were not the best fighters, but each had their own specialty, to face their enemies. The This movie is highly underrated in my opinion and displays that sacrifice is inevitable when it comes to war. So I would check this out, man. It's kind of like X-Men. It gives me that X-Men vibe. All the shinobi that went to war had their own special abilities, and that's what I loved about it, man. There was a lot of deception in it. So I mean, you could be the strongest warrior, but the most vulnerable in situations. So they showed that, and man, it's crazy. So I would check that out. My next one is The Rebel, released in 2007. This movie was extremely heartfelt, which took place in Vietnam, 1922, when the French controlled the country. I just love the story between the daughter of the rebel leader teaming up with one of the secret agents who became one of the revolutionary fighters that proved quite helpful in their takedown of the French colonialists. So, man, there was from start to finish. You're like, man, getting into these characters, like you never know. Like there was a couple of twists in it. The fight scenes were very artistic, well choreographed, and man, it was basically a story of a soldier and a bandit, mixed romance. Two people from different sides come together and fight the same fight. So, yeah, I would check that out. There is some craziness in that movie. So, my next one is Chocolate, 2008 released. So, this movie may have been the first Thai movie that I've ever watched. Jija, which is short for her real name, I can't say, is one incredible martial artist. I related so much with this because I was not the most well spoken in my younger years. One can argue still not, but I had to attend extra help with my social skills. So in this movie, the autistic girl discovers she has phenomenal reflexes and the ability to learn martial arts just by watching films on TV. So that's basically similar to how I learned. The fight scenes were incredible. She mixed Muay Thai and Taekwondo. The storyline was very interesting as well, though it was very unrealistic for a young girl to take out an entire group of the gang members. As a martial artist, you have to understand the difference between reality and entertainment. And I was definitely entertained. So go check that out. All right. So the last one I'm gonna mention is Raging Phoenix, released in 2009, and this was cast from the same protagonist, Jija, which played in Chocolate. So she's not autistic in this movie. In fact, she's more like a drunk. This movie had an impact on how I evolved my martial arts. So, Jija and the cast combined Muay Thai, Capoeira, Taekwondo, and dance with drunken martial arts. Yeah, it was pretty interesting to see them use this method of fighting, taking down a trafficking organization. This movie had comedy, emotion, and very memorable fight scenes. I would highly recommend this to anyone who wants to see a variety of styles in one movie. So, like I said, it's very good storyline, good fight scenes, and yeah, you have to check it out. Yep. And that was my top five. Like I said, this is subjective, so you guys might have a different opinion, but this was just my own top five. Man, there was a lot of movies that I could have put in there, but yeah, if I had to go back and watch movies, it would definitely be these top five. So, yep. If you are liking the content, you liking my commentary, subscribe, support the channel. I support fitness. Um, I just do it in a different way. So, let's go, Ninja out.